seconds.
Maybe they might restart the draft. I could be wrong, but there you go.
They're going to get it just in time.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
That's good.
And they ban out the
That's good.
Baron.
Yeah, as I said, if you pick Vox, you need to ban Baron away from ASN. It's a comfort pick. It's really good to counter your Vox. And so Infamous doing well to get their comfort pick on Vox. I think they could go for Vox Koshka as a combination. I was saying they like early game. They've done Vox Koshka before. It worked for them. It could work again. And I think it would be a smart ban for ASN to maybe get rid of the Koshka now. There isn't anything else they particularly need to ban. They could get rid of Catherine or Batiste if that's what they don't want to go up against. But I think Koshka could work really well for them. Yeah.
Also, I think one of the reasons why they went for the Vox is just at least you're able to, like you said, going one of Vox's core items is the Poison Shift, and every time you use that, you'll be able to at least lower, I guess, the healing capabilities of the Lyra, although not as much, if it was on a Grace, but still pretty good. But the Fortress, wow.
Fortress is really good with Koshka. The early game pressure you get from those two together is so hard to play up against, and that's a good pick from ASN. They're going to deny Koshka away from Infamous, pick it themselves. It's quite Koshka's all right against Fortress, but you really don't want it with a Fortress. They still could go Grumpjaw Infamous to try and counter that Koshka. ASN going to pick up the Ringo, and they're going to be happy with the Crawl. Crawl can work against Koshka. I think the speed boost from Koshka will do well to try and evade Crawl, but if Crawl starts to get on top of Koshka, he'll get that slow on her, and with Fortress to give Crawl a speed boost, it's going to be hard for ASN to keep this Koshka alive. Her real chance is to snowball this early game against Crawl when she really has all that damage and she can just evade his weakness stacks. So there's a chance for ASN, but Infamous, they were extremely happy with their draft. They wanted Vox, Fortress, and an Assassin. They didn't get Koshka, they got Crawl. So yeah, that's Infamous are going to be playing this. They know they've played it before and they know what they're doing.
All right, so as we have ended our second game draft, who do you think is going to be, or based on just the comps again? I mean, we've said it before. Who do you think has the better draft here from both of these teams coming into the Halcyon fold?
I think the more meta draft is definitely from ASN. With even though Ringo is slightly out of the meta, Fortress is not that used, which is the main way to put it. He's quite good. I've seen him played as a captain or as a Crystal Power carry, but I think Ringo will do well against Vox. Ringo's a good counter to Vox because he manages to really kill Vox from range, which is something that is quite easy to do. Vox is a short range, and Ringo can really abuse that by getting 2 or 3 basic attacks before Vox manages to get any in return. And obviously with the healer, you're going to be able to out-sustain Vox. Even if he has Poison Shift, you have a heal, which gives you far more. There are obviously 2 mortal wounds, one on Fortress and one going to be on Vox from the side of Infamous. So that does counter Lyra a little bit, but I still think that in terms of draft, ASN have got really good counters, but they need to execute it properly. They need Koshka to win early game and pressure from there. If Koshka doesn't win the early game or gets snowballed or lets the game go on too late, then they'll be in a terrible position.
Well, for me on my hand, I've seen really good Krull players just use some really again insane usage on the from Hell's Heart, and a lot of these characters from ASN are pretty susceptible to that, so I might just go for Infamous right now. But again, I haven't seen too much of the interaction between the Fortress and this type of composition, so I might regret that, but I'm kind of curious on how Infamous play their own Krull, so I'm gonna go for Infamous.
Okay, yeah, once again I'll split. I think the Krull, Spaghetti's Krull is going to be so interesting to see. I think another thing to point out is Uni is so comfortable on Vox that he's definitely going to be happy to have this hero. We said earlier on that there's going to be a lot of emphasis on Vox because both Aeon and Uni love to play Vox. It's interesting, we're seeing Aeon 222 in the jungle. We said we love to see his Baron, love to see his Vox, but this time he's playing in the jungle. There'll be Boy up in lane.
Oh.
Yeah, that's very interesting from ASN. There's a light shield on Boy, which is there to stop the damage from Vox's Resonance bounces, because Vox's bounces deal Crystal Power damage. obviously his basics do weapon, but that means that Wingo if he doesn't get hit by Vox's basics, he won't get hurt too much by the resonance bounces. So that's why he's got that for a bit of sustain in lane.
Yeah, and Chingy's gonna be on a Captain Lyra.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very different for ASN. Chingy likes to play Koshka, but they are swapping the roles around. Maybe this is Aeon's comfort pick. Maybe Tesla Boy's a fantastic winger. I'm sure we'll find out quite soon. Aeon's going to risk trying to steal away this Treant.
And he will not get it.
No.
It's going to be the Fortress to actually get the finalizing blow on that objective. Spaghetti as well as the rest of Infamous here have to back away because now ASN are going to go for the dive. And here comes Uni, going to go for a little bit of the response. That's going to be the 1 kill for the crawl, the first blood as well. And there you have it. First blood for Infamous.
First blood for Infamous. That's not what Aeon needs. You need to invade and kill on Koshka. You couldn't do that because of the slow from Crawl. It was such a big slow at the perfect time. Crawl used that Shadows Empower Me perk, and then the Dead Man's Rush just to make sure Koshka really couldn't get on top of Uni or SNK, and so Koshka was forced to try and fight Spaghetti, which is never going to work out for a Koshka. She can't run away, she's been slowed. If she tries to stand and fight, he's already got weakness stacks on you, so you do barely any damage. Now, Aeon going to rotate up to lane, which is smart. You can't beat Crawl, try and beat Uni.
So they're going to try to start off aggressively. Aeon 2-2-2 though. I mean, when he tries to go in onto the lane and then Kroll just keeps getting farm after farm after farm from the jungle, does Koshka like scale out or what? No, not scale out. Scale bad into the late game, into the mid game.
Yeah, Koshka in the mid game she's all right, but in the late game Koshka really will struggle because she hasn't got as much damage as most of the carries, especially compared to a Crawl. Although it does look like it will be a double weapon power comp. For Infamous, they may even bring out CP Vox. You never know at this point. They're playing extremely well, so CP Vox wouldn't work at all against the comp that ASN have got because Koshka's going to be too far away from Tesla Boy for you to bounce to her. So I think Uni is going to go for weapon power, but we're going to find out. No, we're not. He's going to be stopped from the shop by Xingyi. That's evil. And Aeon's going to look like he's going to build into a aftershock from just heavy prism, then build into an aftershock. And yeah, it will be a weapon power box. Infamous not going for the very very off meta comp. Just a standard double weapon power comp.
ASN 1v1. It's going to be dog versus cat. Actually, I don't know what Infamous is, or rather what Fortress is, but yeah.
Fortress is a little doggy. He's more of a wolf, but dog's fine. I'm sure he doesn't mind being called.
So that's why Koshka is countered. It's not.
That's it.
That's it.
Nothing to do with the heroes. It's just dogs are better than cats.
Yeah,
we've figured it out. Okay.
Yeah, we figured it out. Time to put some rage in the chat. No, cats are better. But yeah, all animals are good.
all animals are good. Yeah, nice to put that in as a little qualifier at the end. don't hate me. All animals are good.
Yeah, just kidding. I'm not really kidding. I'm a dog person. Yeah, no hate on cats. All right, so going back into the game, we're gonna be seeing a little bit of aggressive rotations here from the Fortress, and finally Aeon has actually better, at least slightly better CS than the Crawl. 26 to 26. It was actually 25 to 26 a while ago, but she's not faltering behind, which is I think the more important thing here.
Yeah, Aeon so close to that level 6 power spike, needs maybe one minion or a little bit of ambient gold, and Aeon should get that level 6 maybe now. That's really important for there it is. There's level 6.
No.
So get the defenses up.
Here we go. They're going to be going aggressive. Chingy using the defensive bulwark, pushing them back, zoning them away, and rather Infamous will fight for another day. And
when you said Xingyi, I immediately thought of Koshka. I was like, no, Xingyi's not playing Koshka today. Playing Lyra. That's why she used the bulwark. But yeah, Koshka with the ultimate, Spaghetti hasn't got it yet. This is a really important time for ASN to try and fight, push their slight lead they've got in experience on Koshka, and now it's too late. Spaghetti's already level 6, so they had a slight chance. There was a engage that Infamous tried to do. They could have just turned it around because Koshka was level 6, but maybe they got a little bit too low for that.
no ultimate yet though for SNK. He's only level the meantime. But Well, like you said, that's true. Wait, can you hit someone, or rather, can you hit from Hell's Heart to Aeon when he has his when he's channeling his Yummy Catnip Frenzy?
Yeah, if you stun Koshka while channeling it or while using it, it will cancel her ultimate.
I see. So that's a thing that ASN, or rather Aeon, has to be very careful about, because if he tries doing that, he could get countered. And there it is, the boomerang back from Hell's Heart. The damage is real. There's the kill onto the Koshka, and Infamous are in for a fight. ASN are trying to back away into the turret, but the chase is on. Look at the damage though onto the Ringo, and he gets obliterated in the blink of an eye. SNK surviving with a sliver of HP, and this dog is gonna pout just a little bit, but still, you can see that Infamous, they got what they wanted. Uni though gonna be playing around the turret as he tries to bombard Shingy right here, but this could be the two members of Infamous caught off guard, but they know what's going to happen. They're going to be defensive here, take down this threat, and just back away smartly and safely.
Yeah, they're a good fight from Infamous. I think I said in the last game they sometimes attack the turret or the heroes, but not at the same time. That was much better. They started off Fortress attacking the turret to give them his allies a speed boost towards it. Then they engaged straight onto Tesla Boy, deleted him in a blink of an eye. And now Uni has had Pop Confusion. He's going to boost in towards Tesla Boy. Tesla Boy just has to back off. He has to farm under the turret and pretty much let Infamous get as much damage to the turret as they want, because he can't do anything. Shingy is back now, so Tesla Boy will be in a better position.
Yeah, at least they'll be able to defend for the meantime. Man, that crawl is really annoying to deal with. That from Hell's something that you don't want to be looking forward to. Oh, the Gringo connects. Or onto the Ringo, it connects, but nobody to follow up here from Infamous for the meantime. Hellfire Brew will be charging up. Will it actually connect or hit? Oh, a little bit of a delay.
And SNK is going to go very low. Got one of the kills onto Ringo, and they're going to get the kill onto Koshka as well. Good rotation from Uni. And Shingy's going to try and run away. SNK wants to pick him up. SNK going very low. The dog's going to cut dive turret. Uni's going to do that smart play. Have the healthy hero tank, even if it's not the captain. Sonic Zoom, no energy for it. Shingy, will he be able to run away? Almost. And yes, Shingy will be able to run away. One more basic attack from anyone, and Shingy is gone. Please get the kill. Yes, they finally get the kill. That was agonizing for Infamous, and now good Hellfire Brew blocked up by Uni. Infamous going to try and run. Aeon wants to chase. Uni nearly going to be able to die. Yes, he will get the kill. Aeon's going to get the kill. And now Crawl's just going to go on to Ringo while we're watching Aeon. Spaghetti is probably going to fall into Koshka. And that's a double for Koshka. Good shutdown. Nice turnaround for ASN. I hope you are back, Mr.
I am. Oh, if only I think Spaghetti was able to stack up his stacks, he would have maybe had enough HP to survive against Aeon there. But now Aeon is going to be chased down by the dog. Here it is, a Tom and Spike type of situation. Not Tom and Jerry, Tom and Spike.
Yeah, it was just Spaghetti managing to get the weakness stacks onto Ringo to pick up the first kill. But then after that, Spaghetti just did so much damage at once Aeon did so much damage at once to Spaghetti that really he tried to get the weakness stacks and kill Koshka, it just wouldn't have worked out. And so he tried to run, but that didn't work either. Now Aeon's going to try and sneakily take this tree. Your Koshka, you're not going to get it though. Uni wants to dive. Don't dive under sentry.
Spaghetti's right here. He has from Hell's Heart. He can actually initiate a pawn onto the light, blows him up before he actually got into the passage, and now they're using that to actually gap close onto the Ringo. Double hero kill coming in from Infamous. And wait, he didn't use it. He didn't use his ultimate. I thought he did, but it wasn't necessary. And he throws it out, almost connecting onto Aeon 222, and that could have been the ace right there for Infamous. Still, they got pretty good from that one, and yes.
I'm sure they'll be more than happy with 2 turrets for 2 kills. That's one thing Infamous do better than almost any other team, is they get the slightest of leads, but the team just engages all at once, all as one, onto whatever objective they decide. So they went for the first turret, then they went for the second turret, and now they all back off together, so they don't get caught out, and they get as much gold, as many objectives as possible, all at once. Vox with that 3 damage items, that's what we saw Idris destroying people with in the last game at the end of the game. Vox has now got the got very similar items now, so we're going to see Tesla Boy on 1 item compared to, as I said, Uni on 3. So this is a massive, for 5k gold lead, but it's equating to so many items that Infamous have got that ASN are just lacking on.
Oh no, and this is the second game, ladies and gentlemen. So you gotta take note that if Infamous win this one, they will still be your undisputed winners or champions of this.
Champions of the split!
There it is. You can see that the Fortress actually using attack of the pack, and it actually made
the gold
ASN
mine.
go back. Yeah,
it was because they were taking the gold mine. I'm pretty sure ASN knew that once
crawl, but they immediately go back. They thought the Ringo thought that he could actually go in and make a difference, but that's not gonna be the case. He wasn't the hero that he needed to be, but the Krull is, and he is just wreaking havoc right now. Look at the chase onto the cat, and he pounces me. Ouch! Goes in onto the back of this Koshka, and now at the brink of destruction, at the knife's edge, ASN are looking at a loss.
Infamous wanted to get the first main crystal turret, but just unable to do so. And Spaghetti is still full health, just absolutely fine on the Krull, because he has got Sword Blade, Tension Bow and Poison Shiv. Now got Atlas and Aegis. So this Krull is so tanky with only 13 minutes in, and that's a big power spike for Krull. And Uni's bootsing in for Tezzaboy. No,
all right.
Back off the farm.
He's gonna back off.
Oh, he has journey boots now, so that's why he could use that. Once he gets one attack, his boots are up again in 12 seconds. And now Spaghetti's just going to pop some vision and do a little dance.
Do a little dance. Hello, get down tonight. So defensive usage of the passage, and it looks like someone's going to be following him into the depths of the base of ASN. It's going to be Uni. No more ultimate here for Chingy, so they already used it. There it is. Attack of the pack will push them back, and the turrets will have to be the next target. SNK, oh my goodness, he actually almost gets taken down. He has to skedaddle away. There's gonna be the blockage onto the Hellfire Brew. That's one turret taken down, and will Infamous still push through, as it looks like the Krull will start the charge of the pack. Is going to be here using the Deadman's Rush. That's going to be the takedown onto the Vox, and well, this might go a little bit offset here for Infamous as SNK leaps into the fight. He's trying to keep alive this Krull for as long as possible. There's the shield. 1v1. Who will get it? The cat wins for this time, and that's going to be an ace here for ASN.
It will shut down an ace. If ASN plays correctly, they're going to get a gold mine and a turret. It's just should simply get the turret pretty quickly and then rotate straight to gold mine and they'll get it.
Can they go for it? The ace is so inevitable, and there you have it. There's the ace. 14 seconds before any of the members here of ASN are going to come back to life, and this might be it. Infamous are gnawing, biting, breaking, burning onto that core, and this might just be it. What is Uni doing? He's actually prolonging the inevitable. I think they're baiting in ASN to go for another fight. They take one. They're looking for the second. Aeon is going back to his own base. He's got to respect here the damage of Infamous. But still, that core is exposed, and they will be able to pop it in a mere matter of seconds. And ladies and gentlemen, your champions for this finals game, Week 3 Split 2, is going to be Infamous.
Well played, Infamous. That second game a little bit less forceful than the first game, a little bit sloppy, but they still pulled out ahead. 18 kills to 6. The double weapon comp wasn't really countered that hard. Aeon bought an Aegis and a coat of plates. It just wasn't anywhere near enough to try and sustain and survive against the double tension bow that Union Spaghetti had and the double poison shiv, meaning that Shingy literally had no heal once the team fight started. We saw it was about 500 healing if before the team fight, and that's what Shingy did into Tezzaboy. But once the team fight began, there was a mortal wound from Fortress, a mortal wound from Uni, and a mortal wound from Spaghetti, and all of those combined just made it so hard for Tezzaboy to get healed, and so hard for Aeon to get healed. Not Shingy. I expect Shingy on Koshka, but it's not to be. It was Aeon this time. And so it was a good decision for Infamous to go for that double poison shift, stop the sustain, and the Krull was played expertly by Spaghetti. We were worried about it, but Spaghetti really played that Krull to the best of his ability.
Yeah, so I mean, for me, just my final remarks was that was just an insane game.